Hello, my name's Amy, and this is my partner for the day, Ava, and we are going to be doing a parent-child class. You don't have to have a child. If you just have your spouse available or your friend, you can use them too. So the first thing we're going to start is to just start to shake it out a little bit. So let's just start with the foot, to shake out the foot. And you can get kind of crazy here. This is your time to kind of shake up your energy, get it all out. And let's go to the other leg. Shake, shake, shake. Good, and then let's get the knees. As we bop the knees, you can start shaking out the hands. Get the elbows involved here. Maybe the shoulders start shrugging up. You start kind of looking a little bit crazy, but that's okay. We can be silly. All right, let's start to shake the head. Maybe even bounce a little bit. Get really into it, right? Good. Then just shake it out, and then we're going to come to face your partner. And bring your hands to heart center in the Namaste mudra. And we're going to sing a little Namaste song just to start our practice off. Namaste, namaste, is what we say, is what we say. It means peace and love to you and all your friends too. Namaste, namaste. You can give your partner a little bow. And that's just to say that, you know, everything in me honors everything in you, and we're going to work together and communicate to have a really safe and fun practice. So let's bring our hands. We're going to kind of grip the each other's wrist to have a nice kind of solid hold, and just simply start to lean back. So we're feeling each other's weight here, trusting in each other to hold us up. If you have a smaller child than mine, it gets a little bit more tricky, but it's still doable. Good. So from here, we're going to start to bend the knees. Really leaning back, trusting in each other, and inhale back up. Good. Lower, bend the knees, lean back. Good. Come on up. Last time, lean back. This time when we come up, we're going to lift the right leg and kind of bump our feet. Down. Lift, bump the left foot. Good. So keep doing that. Kind of start working the legs. Just start to feel the heat. Work together. If you don't, one of you might fall, which could be fun too. But we don't want to do that. Good. Next time we're going to squat. And then we're going to jump out to what we call goddess pose. So the feet are wide apart. Or a sumo squat, some could call it. Back into chair. And then lift and lean back. Yeah. Good. Lean down to chair. Jump wide. Back into chair. Lift and lean back. Good. One more time. Chair pose. Jump out. Jump in. Lift and lean back. Beautiful. This time we're going to kind of fall forward and open our front chest. So if your child is as tall as me, or as tall as you, you can place your hands on each other's shoulders and kind of walk the feet back, dropping the chest down. If your child is much smaller than you, this is going to be a little bit more difficult, but basically, she's going to pretend she's a little shorty, right? I'm going to bend over so she can reach my shoulders and I can reach theirs, and then they'll walk back. So stretching out the whole front chest. Good. Come on back up. Good. We're going to do that sequence one more time. Taking the hands, leaning back. Bend the knees. Jump out. Jump in. Woo. Stand up and lean back. Bend the knees. Jump out. Jump in. Stand up. Lean back. Last time. Bend the knees. Jump out. Jump in. Stand up. Lean back. Good. This time, come on up. Give yourself a high five. Nice work. Help your parent down to the ground. And then the child will come down right behind you. Thank you. And we're going to sit back to back. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a big inhale in and feel the backs of your body press against each other. Exhale, soften into each other. Inhale, feel the back body press against each other. Exhale, lean into each other a little bit. A couple more breaths, just like that. Good. And then let's link our arms together, folding at the elbows. And then let's see, the parent is going to start to lean back, let the child kind of fold forward. It's going to feel really good. You might feel like you're crushing your kid, but you're not. And you can check in. How do you feel there, Ave?
Good.
Feel good? Remember to breathe. And then the child's going to start to sit up. You're going to engage your abs and kind of bring the chin to the chest, lifting up. And then you'll start to fold forward any amount, and your child will come up over the back. Now your kid might have to come up on their feet. That's totally okay. Breathing, breathing. And then when you're ready, start to lift up. And you'll go back the other way. You can do it a little bit quicker now. Now that you've got it, you know what we're doing. Last time. Good. This time when you come up, just come right up to center. Scoot your bums together if they've kind of gotten a little bit far apart, and bring the arms out to a T. Your child will kind of wrap their arms around yours, right? Palms to palms, that's good. Beautiful. From here, you're going to work with each other and you're going to communicate with each other to twist each way. So kind of follow each other's lead as you exhale, navel to spine, and twist. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist the other way. Good, only go as far as your partner can. Keep going. One more time. Good. Inhale back through center and drop the hands. Now we're going to turn around and face each other. Hopefully your heart rate is back to normal. And parents are going to take their legs wide. The child will bring their feet in to right about where the shins are. If your child's older and they need a little bit more of a stretch, they can bring it out a little bit further. Yeah? All right. So this is kind of another forward and reach stretch. Grab the hands, hands to the wrists, and just decide who's going to go first. Child will fold back, Ava's folding back, and I'm going to lean forward. So you're going to go as far as you can go. I can go pretty far. This might not be everyone's reality here. And then start to come back up and go the other way. Let's keep going. If you feel like singing row, row, row your boat, this would be the time to do it, right? Kind of like we're rowing a boat down the river here. We'll go one more time each way. Good. Keep holding your hands as you come back through center. And this time just release the right hand. Bring it back. Open up the heart. Good. And then let's come to the other side. Beautiful. Let's do it again. Exhale. One more time. Open it up. Good. Now the fun begins. Let's take our hands back behind us and bend the knees in. We're gonna practice some boat pose. So we're gonna use our hands for helpers to begin with. And maybe this is where you stay, but for some of us, we'll move on. We're just gonna take our feet together, maybe one foot together first, and slowly engage the abs with the other foot, and come into a boat pose. Trying to straighten the feet, or straighten the legs as much as we can, lifting the heart. Good. Lower the feet down. Let's start lifting back up again. Lift them back up. Lower them down. Lift them back up. Good. Lower down. If you want to try the next step, you're going to hold hands. Right? And now we're going to try to lift the feet up. It's a little bit more challenging here. Good. Work together. Bring them down nice and slow. Let's try one more time. Lifting them up and lowering them down. Good. You can even try doing a little straddle. So bringing the feet out to the sides. Takes a little bit of extra work, but try it out. It's fun. So let's just shake out the legs a little bit and bring our breathing back under control. So we're going to take our fingertips together and we're going to pretend that our breath is contained inside of our fingertips. So as we inhale, we're going to fill up the body, but we're also going to open our fingers to make balls. Exhale, close the fingers back together. Inhale, open the hands. Exhale. Keep going. Maybe as you're breathing in, you're looking at your partner's ball getting bigger. Are you breathing the same or is it different? Good. Last breath in. Good. Bring your hands down by your side and come into a tabletop position facing your child. So the knees are under the hips, the hands are under the shoulders. And we're just going to practice some cat-cows here with making some funny faces. So you should have some laughs here. Let's start to come into cat pose. So we're going to round the spine, pressing through the hands and look through the thighs like an angry cat. As you inhale, lifting the tail, lifting the crown, facing your child and making a funny face. Exhale, cat pose. As you inhale, come up and make that funny face. You don't know what you're going to get. Exhale. Down. Inhale, back up. One more time. Inhale, funny face. Good. Slowly tuck the back toes under and press the hips up. Downward facing dog. Good. Lower the knees to the ground and sit back on your bottom for child's pose. You can reach your hands forward, try and grab your parent's hands. You give them a little rub. Child, stay right where you are. The parent is going to come forward. You're going to give your child a little adjustment here. It's going to feel really nice. And kids, take note because you're going to be doing this for us in a moment. So parents, you're going to kind of straddle over the child right by their shoulders and facing the back of their body. And then take your hands, the heel of your hands, and place them right onto the low back. And just kind of really gently press down. And check in. How does that feel?
Good.
Good, yeah. It's probably going to feel really good, and maybe you can even rock side to side a little bit. Kind of switching the pressure from side to side. Good, and slowly come on off. Whoa, it's snowing outside. Come to the side of the body. Parents are going to place the one hand on your low back, and the other hand's going to start right on the middle of the back and kind of follow the spine with a little bit of pressure all the way forward to get to their neck, and then give them a little massage. How's that feel?
Good.
Good. Good. And there. And come back into your child's pose. This time, we're going to come forward into our tabletop on an inhale. We're going to come back into plank position. So straighten the legs back. Your heads are pretty close together, so be careful. We're not knocking noggins here. And we're going to do some plank claps. So we're going to try to really engage the core, squeeze the midline, and hope that our hips don't shift from side to side too much, okay? So you're just going to basically clap. So you want to try and get 20, at least 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Knees down. You can also do that whole sequence with your knees down if you need. Set back on the hips, child's pose. All right, so it's the parents' turn for a little massage. So children, you're gonna get up and come to straddle your parents right around their shoulders, facing their bottoms. And then press your hands on their low back, kind of give it a little pressure. Check in with your parent, make sure that feels good.
You feel good?
Oh yeah. Good, then gently come off with pressure and walk to your parent's side. One hand's going to be on the low back. The other hand start midway up the back and just kind of trace the spine till you get to their neck, and then give them a little squeeze. Good, once you're finished with that, come back to child's pose on your mat. And then inhale up to a tabletop position. Parents, come to lay on your back to transition into our acro pose, which is always a really fun experience here. You're going to come to lie on your backs and bring your feet into the air. So just to begin, the parent is going to take their feet onto the child's hip bone. So the arch of your foot is going to be right kind of cradling their hip bones. And your feet are not going to be in a V position here, just like you're probably used to doing this in. They're going to be in an 11, nice and parallel to your feet are nice and parallel. So you're going to bring your hands together, and you're going to keep your arms really, really straight, right, Abe? You're not going to bend your arms when we come up? Good. So your child's going to start to lean into your arms, and you're going to pick up their hips in a nice airplane. So arms are nice and straight, right? Arms are super straight. Good. And now you can kind of play here. You can bend the right knee and maybe lift the left arm forward, kind of playing with balance. Try the other side. Be like Superman or Superwoman. Good. Maybe you can come up to free bird, which is parents, you can kind of point your toes up to help them, assist them in that. Bringing their chest up. Good. And then, once you've had a little time, a little playtime with that, super fun, you can take your feet into a V and let your child kind of fold forward. Good. And just let the child hang there. Relaxing, you can give them a little massage on their back. And then we're just going to open up their chest. So parents, you're going to take the wrist of your child and just start to kind of lift them up a little bit. Check in with your child. How you doing?
Good.
Does that feel okay? Not too much? Good. And just let your child know they can just hang there, just to breathe. And then let them lower down. Good. Give them a little massage, a little pat on the back. And then start to bend your knees and lower them down. So this is the really nice part for the parents. So the kids have to take your parents' ankles here and kind of walk back to the other side of the mat, stretching their legs out a little bit. Yeah. And then kind of sway the legs back and forth from side to side. This is saying thank you for holding me up, for doing all that hard work for me. And then back through center, lower the legs down. And then come join your parent on the mat into for your Shavasana. So your child can lay on top of you, they can cuddle next to you, they can be on the floor. Belly down is really, really good for kids, especially if they suffer from anxiety. It can be really comforting to just kind of feel your breath moving into the floor, your belly moving into the floor. And we're just going to lie here and breathe and listen to my voice, count from 20 down to 1. Try to stay as still as you can, like a rag doll. Okay, no movement, no talking, no nothing. Just lying here listening to my voice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can start to kind of make tiny movements into the body, wiggling the fingers, the toes, starting to come back into the room, and then moving up to sit. Nice and slow. Facing your partner. Nice and tall in the spine. Looking at each other. Maybe saying I love you or thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Blowing kisses to each other. And then bring our hands to heart center. We'll end by singing the Namaste song one more time. Namaste, namaste is what we say, is what we say. It means peace and love to you and all your friends too. Namaste, namaste. Bow to each other. And give yourself a good high five and a hug. Good job, everyone.